Good morning students, greeting for the day. This is Bhavani, your maths faculty from Adored Solution. In this session, we will be learning about polynomials from 10th class syllabus. At first, we will be learning 4 marks questions, then we will move on to 2 marks and a 1 mark question simultaneously. So, we will move on to 4 marks question. Draw the graph of a p of x, x square minus 2x minus 8 and find the zeros of the polynomial from it. So, here this is the graph we are going to find the values. So, first we need to find out what is the x value and the y value we need to represent on the x axis. We can see the first question on the screen. Draw the graph of p of x, x square minus 2x minus 8 and find the zeros of the polynomial from it. So, for this question we are going to draw the graph. For that we want the values. So, first substitute the values. Let what is given p of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. For our easy method, I am going to take x value here and x square minus 2x and minus 8. Now this is a y value and this is x comma y. We can see the first question on the screen. See, in this question they are asking to find draw the graph for the given equation. So, let given p of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. So, I am taking the values of x and y here. So, x square and here minus 2x minus 8. This is a y value. Now, the ordered pair. Now, we are going to take the values of x. First, I am going with the 0. So, x square of 0, 0 square becomes 0, minus 2 into 0 becomes 0 and it is minus 8. So, the value of y is minus 8. So, the ordered pair is 0 comma minus 8. Now, I am taking a minus 1. So, minus 1 square become 1 and minus 2 into minus 1 become 2 and this is minus 8. Sum of these numbers 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 minus 8 is minus 5. So, the ordered pair is minus 1 comma minus 5. Now, take x value as minus 2. Now, minus 2, x square become plus 4, minus 2 into minus 2 become plus 4 and minus 8. Now, by adding this, so plus 4, 8, plus 8 minus 8 becomes 0. Now, the ordered pair is minus 2 comma 0. Now, 1 value I am taking here, substitute 1, 1 square become 1, minus 2 into 1 is minus 2 and this is minus 8. Now, sum of this number. So, 1 minus 2 is minus 1 minus 9. Now, ordered pair is minus 9. Now, taking 2 square is 4 and a minus 2 into 2 is minus 4 and a minus 8. Sum of these numbers is minus 8. Now, the ordered pair is 2 comma minus 8. Now, 3 I am taking here. 3 square become 9 and minus 2 into 3 is minus 6 and this is minus 8. Sum of these numbers is minus 5. Now, the ordered pair is 3 comma minus 5. Now, take 4. X square means 4 square is 16 and minus 2 into 4 is minus 8 and minus 8 is as it is, take it as, and the y value, sum of these numbers is 0. So, it is 4 comma 0. See, here we are taking the values of x. When we are substituting x is equal to minus 2, x square become 4 and minus 2 into minus 2 become plus 4 minus 8 and the ordered pair is minus 2 comma 0. Next minus 1 I substituted, I got this, and 0 I got this, and for 1 comma minus 9, for 2 it is 2 comma minus 8, For 3 it is 3 comma minus 5. For 4 it is 4 comma 0. In the next step, we are going to substitute these values on the graph paper. Take the graph paper and represent the x-axis and y-axis. This is the x-axis, this is x dash. This representation is very important. This is y-axis and this is y dash. And take the values on the graph paper. Now represent the values. The intersection point of x-axis and y-axis is 0. 0, and here all are positive numbers. And here all negative numbers. Positive number, positive y-axis, and here it is negative y-axis. And what you have taken, we need to mention very important. Now see, the first point is minus 2 comma 0. Minus 2 comma 0 is nothing but there is a y-axis is 0. So it must be on the x-axis. Now represent. Then after, for minus 1 comma minus 5. So in y-axis minus 1 and minus 5 will be here. Next point is 0 comma minus 8. 0 comma minus 8, there x-axis is 0, so it must be on minus 8. Next 1 comma minus 9. So the positive x-axis is 1 and minus 9. Somewhere here it is. Then 2 comma minus 8. 2 comma minus 8. Then 3 comma minus 5. 3 and minus 5. Here 3 and here minus 5. Next 4 comma 0. And you take one more point somewhere. So now draw a curve by connecting all these points. We'll get one nice parabola. So now the zeros of this polynomial is wherever this curve is intersecting on the x-axis is the zeros of the polynomial. See, when you are observing, this curve is intersecting x-axis at minus 2 and here 4. Therefore, the zeros of this given polynomial is minus 2 and 4. Please note down. Therefore, sir, change your pen. Now, from this graph, we need to find out what are the zeros of this given polynomial. Now, see zeros of the polynomial. And here the x-axis, the curve is intersecting at minus 2 and 4. Okay students, have you understood? We'll move on to the next question. We can see the second question on the screen. Here in this question, divide 3x power 4 minus 5x cube plus 4x square plus 3x minus 5 by x square minus 3. So if any question is asking like this, first we need to write in the standard form. What is the standard form? First of all, a standard form is nothing but write that given polynomial powers in a descending order. Now see what is given. So 3x power 4 minus 5x cube plus 4x square plus 3x minus 5. Actually it is in the standard form only, but when you are observing, the divisor is, now divisor is equal to x square minus 3. This is not in the standard form. First make it as in the standard form. So how to write? X square plus 0 into x. 0 into any number becomes 0. That's what we are taking, 0 into x minus 3. Then after, take the division part. So 3x power 4 minus 5x cube plus 4x square plus 3x minus 5. This is the dividend. Divisor is x square plus 0 into x minus 3. Now listen carefully students. Now we want to find the terms in the quotient. For that, take the rough column, terms in quotient. First term I am finding. So here, what is the highest power term? We should take the highest power term and divide with the highest power term in the divisor. So in the dividend, highest power term is 3x power 4 divided by, in the highest power term in the divisor is x square. So when we dividing these two, we will get 3 into x square. So the first term in the quotient is 3x square. Now multiply the divisor with 3x square and write here. Now x square into 3x square become 3x power 4 plus 0 into anything is 0, minus 3 into plus 3 square become minus 9x square. Now subtract. When we subtracting, signs will be interchanged. Now plus 3x power 4 and minus 3x power 4 will be cancelled. Now minus 5x cube plus 4x square plus 9x square become plus 13x square. I am taking down plus 3x. Now we want the second term in the quotient. So the second term also taking that highest power term. So what is the highest power term here? Minus 5x cube. Minus 5x cube divide with the highest power term in the divisor is nothing but x square is minus 5x. And this is the second term in the quotient. So it is minus 5x. Now multiply the full divisor with minus 5x and write here. So x square into minus 5x become minus 5x cube, 0 into anything is 0, minus 3 into minus 5 become plus 15x. And subtract, when we subtracting, signs will be interchanged, plus minus minus, and a minus 5x cube and plus 5x cube will be cancelled. Now what will be left here? 13x square, 3x minus 15x become minus 12x and take down minus 5. Take down minus 5. Now we want the third term in the quotient. Go to the rough column and find for the third term. Here also take the highest power term is 13x square and divide with the highest power term in the divisor is nothing but x square. So x square will be cancelled. There 13 will be left. This 13 is the third term in the quotient. Now just take the 13 in the quotient. Now multiply this divisor with 13 and write here. X square into 13 become 13x square plus 0 into anything becomes 0 and minus 3 into plus 13 is minus 39. Now subtract. When we subtracting, signs will be interchanged. Plus 13x square and minus 13x square becomes 0. Okay students. Now minus 12x plus 0 become minus 12x. Here minus 5. Minus 5 plus 34 is plus 34. Okay, this is the remainder. So what we got it here? The quotient is 3x square minus 5x plus 13 and the remainder is minus 12x plus 34. Okay students, after finding this, in this question they are asking what is verification also. For verification, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Here given divisor is x square minus 3 into quotient is 3x square minus 5x plus 13, and the remainder is minus 12x plus 34. Now multiply these and add these, will get the dividend. Now check once. X square into 3x square is 3x power 4 minus x square into minus 5x is 5x cube plus 13x square minus 9x square minus 3 into minus 5 is minus plus 15x and a minus 39 minus 12x plus 34. After cancelling, we are getting 3x power 4 minus 5x cube plus 4x square plus 3x minus 5. So this is nothing but what is given, dividend. So our solution is correct. Have you understood, students? Just taking the terms in the quotient is very, very important. Now we'll move on to the next question. Now we can see the third question on the screen. In this question, draw the graph of the polynomial p of x is equal to x square plus x minus 2 on the graph paper. Find the zeros from the graph. Yes, see students, this graphical method is very, very important in the final exam. So one question is compulsory from this method. So my request is everyone practice these kind of questions in the graph paper. Okay students, now we are going to take the values of x and y. So what is given here? P of x is equal to x square plus x minus 2. Now we are going to take the values. Now take x square plus x minus 2, this is y value, ordered pair of x comma y. Now I am taking 0 here. First I am substituting 0. X is 0, there x square also 0, minus x also 0, it is minus 2, so y value is minus 2, the ordered pair is 0 comma minus 2. Now I am taking minus 1, x square become plus 1, plus x is minus 1, minus 2, so it is minus 2. So minus 1 comma minus 2. Next minus 2 I am taking, so it is plus, here minus 2, this is minus 2, 0, minus 2 comma 0. Now minus 3 I am taking, x square become plus 9, it is minus 3, and a minus 2 is plus 4, minus 3 comma 4. Next minus 4 I am taking here, and x square become 16, it is minus 4, minus 2, it is 10, so minus 4 comma 10. Now here positive values I am substituting, here it is 1 square become 1, it is 1, minus 2 is 0, so 1 comma 0. Now 2 I am taking, 2 square become 4, so 2, it is minus 2, it is 4, 2 comma 4. Now 3 we are taking, so x square become 9 and plus 3, here minus 2, it is 10, so 3 comma 10. Now we are going to represent these points on the graph paper. We are going to represent these values on the x-axis. Now take this as a x-axis, x dash, y-axis and a y dash. Now the intersection point of x-axis and y-axis is origin, it is 0. When you are observing here, y coordinates are till 0 it is there. So x coordinates are till 1 units only. So I am taking each unit as 1 centimeter on the x-axis. Minus 1, minus 2, like this is a negative x-axis. But carefully we have to take in a y-axis because till 10 units are there. So I am taking 1 unit as 2 centimeters. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8 and a minus 10. Okay students, now write the units what we have taken. In x-axis 1 unit is equal to 1 centimeter. In y-axis what we have taken? Here 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. It is very carefully, ma. For writing this, 1 marks will be allotted. Now our graph is ready. Now we are going to plot these points on the graph paper. Now see, the first point is minus 4 comma 10. So minus 4 comma 10 is here. Then after minus 3 comma 4. Minus 3 here, 4 is here. Then minus 2 comma 0. So y coordinate is 0, the point is on the x axis. Now minus 1 comma minus 2, the point is here. Next 0 comma minus 2. So their x coordinate is 0, so the point is lying on the y axis. Now 1 comma 0. Here y coordinate is 0, so the point is lying on the x axis. Now 2 comma 4. Here it is 2 comma 4 and 3 comma 10. Now 3 and 10. Here it is this. Now draw a curve by connecting all these points. Okay students, very nice parabola is came here. By observing this graph, we are going to find the zeros. So this graph, in how many times this graph is intersecting the x-axis, those points are the zeros of the polynomial. Now see, here this curve is intersecting x-axis at 2 points, where minus 2 and 1. So therefore minus 2 and 1 are the zeros of the polynomial. By observing this graph, therefore the zeros of the polynomial. What are the zeros of the polynomial here? This graph is intersecting this curve is intersecting the graph at 2 points, where minus 2 and minus 1, or minus 2 and 1. Okay students, now we'll move on to the next question. We can see the fourth question on the screen. On dividing x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 7 by x square minus 2x plus 4. So we need to find out. Now what is given right now? Here what is the dividend? Dividend is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 7, and the divisor is x square minus 2x plus 4. Okay, so everything, first we need to check whether the given polynomials is in the standard form or not. So luckily we have the polynomials in the standard form. If the polynomials are not in standard form, we need to convert into standard form. Okay students, now we are going to divide. Divisor x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 7. So we want the terms in the quotient. So I am going to take the rough column here. Terms in quotient. So how to get the terms? Now let me check for first term. Is nothing but the highest power term in the divisor divide with the highest power term in the dividend. So x cube by x square is x. So the first term in the quotient is x. Now multiply this full divisor with x and write here. X square into x is x cube, minus 2 into x is 2x square, plus 4 into x become 4x. Now subtract. When we subtracting, signs will be interchanged. Minus, plus and minus. Plus x cube and minus x cube will be cancelled. Now minus 3x square plus 2x square become x square. 5x minus 4x become x minus 7. Now we want the second term in the quotient. How to find the second term? The highest power term here is x square, divide with highest power term in the divisor is nothing but x square. 1. Okay students, now multiply this full divisor with 1 and write here. So when we multiply any number with 1, the result is itself. Now x square minus 2x plus 4. Now subtract. When we subtracting, signs will be interchange, and the plus x square and minus x square become 0. Now plus x plus 2x become 3x, minus 7 minus 4 become minus 11. This is a reminder. If they are asking to verify, then that time only we need to verify by applying the formula dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. But in this question they did not ask. So before question we have solved. Okay students, now we'll move on to the next question. Now we can see the fifth question on the screen. The total number of pencils required are given by 4x power 4 plus 2x cube minus 2x square plus 62x minus 66. If each box contains x square plus 2x minus 3 pencils, then find the number of boxes to be purchased. Okay students, first write what is given. Given total number of pencils. How much it is? 4x power 4 plus 2x cube minus 2x square plus 62x minus 66. In each box how many pencils are there? In each box x square plus 2x minus 3 pencils are there. In each box x square plus 2x minus 3 pencils are there. Now we need to find the number of boxes to be purchased. Therefore, the number of boxes to be purchased is 4x power 4 plus 2x cube minus 2x square plus 62x minus 66 divide with x square plus 2x minus 3. Okay students, now in the very next step we are going to divide this. Now once check whether the given polynomials are in the standard form or not. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 and 2, 1, 0. Yes, the given polynomials are in standard form. So I am going to start the division. Now x square plus 2x minus 3 is a divisor, and 4x power 4 plus 2x cube minus 2x square plus 62x minus 66. We want the first term in the quotient. Now rough terms in quotient. First term I am checking. The highest power term is 4x power 4 divide with x square. So what will be remaining here? 4x square. So 4x square is the first term in the quotient. Now the full divisor multiply with the 4x square and write here. So x square into 4x square become 4x power 4 plus 4 2s are 8 x cube minus 12x square. When we subtracting, signs will be interchanged. So plus 4x square and minus plus 4x power 4 and minus 4x power 4 will be cancelled. Now 2x cube minus 8x cube become minus 6x cube, and minus 2x square here plus 12x square become plus 10x square, and take down one term, it is 62x. Now we want the second term in the quotient. Second term. Now here what is the highest power term is minus 6x cube divide with x square. So it is minus 6x. So minus 6x, write the second term in the quotient as minus 6x. Now multiply the divisor with minus 6x and write here. So x square minus 6x become minus 6x cube plus 2x minus 6x is minus 12x square, minus 3 into minus 6 is plus 18x. When we subtracting, signs will be interchanged, and minus 6x cube and plus 6x cube will be cancelled. Now 10x square plus 12x square is 22x square, and 62x minus 18x is plus 44x, and take down one more term minus 66. Now we want the third term in the quotient. Find the third term is equal to 22x square divided with x square. It is 22. Now write the third term in the quotient plus 22 and write the total divisor with multiply with 22 and write here. X square into 22 is 22x square and plus 2x into plus 22 is plus 44x, minus 3 into plus 22 is minus 66. When we subtracting signs will be interchanged, minus, minus and plus 22x square and minus 22x square will be cancelled, and plus 44x and minus 44x will be cancelled. Now minus 66 plus 66 will be cancelled. Now we got the remainder as 0. Therefore, the number of boxes required are pencil boxes required are 4x square minus 6x plus 22. Okay students, shall we move on to the next question?